It's supposed to happen on the 8th of this month. This is Tony. Hope you're all doing well. We're going to get into actually a ton of stuff. In this video, we have apparently a clip of Alexandria Cortez that has went viral from, I don't know how many years ago. It's gotten 25 million views. All right. This is pretty hilarious. We'll get into that. We got also a ton of other stuff from the files. We have also someone explaining this out in a rather interesting manner. What's really going on with these files. We're going to get into how they wanted to collapse, of course, our country. World War, apparently, as well. We had Peter Thiel all into that as well. We'll get into that. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about Peter Thiel, but I mean, he was also a part of that. We're going to get into supernatural abilities that apparently they were trying to make clones or something. It's really crazy. We'll get into all this stuff and actually a ton of other things. Let's just get going here. Let's start with Alexandria AOC. Okay, check this out.
Baptist Church of Corona on its 100th anniversary. First Baptist is a bedrock of Corona, Queens. It provides a food pantry, tax preparation, summer youth employment, and more. The church's service extends well beyond its congregation to all of Corona, one of the most diverse immigrant communities in the world. First Baptist is led by Pastor Patrick.
Now she's talking about a Baptist church, and everyone's noticing something else. Something, protruding a little bit there, through her dress. Apparently, some guy wrote this, and it went viral. It got 23 how many, let's just see what it has now. It's 24 million views now. So, gotten a little bit bigger, and probably not the only thing that got bigger. I'm just joking. That's really bad. Bad joke. You know what I mean? So this is went viral. Everyone was talking about this. Is kind of ridiculous. This is top news considering this was something from years ago where she was talking about a church of Corona, which is also bizarre for a name of a church. At any rate, of course, a lot of people are commenting on this. I thought this was hilarious. This comment right here. Don't be fooled by the big old socialist, titties. They're meant to hypnotize, then enslave your ass. This is Thomas Sowell. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Yeah, so a lot of people are talking about this. Never had a child, never been married, never run a business, never run a home, never managed people, never had a professional job. Yeah, it's sort of kind of true. Seems like a lot of influencers of recent, actually. We had Sarah Stock as well. I don't know if you guys heard about that whole thing. Elijah Schaefer, apparently, this is really bizarre. This is crazy. Remember the lady who had gotten engaged and all the conservative women freaked out over it? Her name was Sarah Stock, and she got engaged and she showed off her ring. Let's see if I can even find that. Here it is. This is the one where everyone was freaking out. So she put up this post about getting engaged, and all the other conservative trad con women, or traditional conservative women, were freaking out. They were all attacking each other. It's kind of like they were all piling on, calling each other hypocrites, exposing things they did that were clearly not traditional or conservative. And apparently a lot of them have all fallen. Yeah, Lauren Southern, you got Nala, you got all these women with really interesting backgrounds. Let's just put it that way. Interesting things they've done. This lady, of course, looked like the one and only actual real unicorn traditional conservative influencer. Come to find out, no, she isn't actually. Even though she was waiting to marriage to consummate her marriage with her boyfriend at the time, who she just got engaged to back some months ago. Apparently, while she was making him wait to do stuff with her, she was already doing stuff with her boss, who was married to another woman. Her boss being Elijah Schaefer. So she's making her boyfriend, fiance, wait until marriage while she's cheating on him with a married man, doing things that she's making her boyfriend wait for. Obviously, sex is what I'm referring to. So that is something that just blew up. Everyone was talking about it. And they were starting to say it was distracting from the real Epstein files. It's just kind of funny, but the timing, right? At any rate, you got that. So like I said, we're going to get into all these things. We got some really bizarre stuff in the files. We're going to get into what's supposed to happen on February 8th. And tons more. First, I'm going to mention food supply, 25-year shelf life. Link is in the description. 3 months worth for $600 plus, $697. Link is in the description. This is the premium package, but it doesn't have the winter preparedness gear anymore. I think they added $100 when you were doing it that way. Also, this book here, The Lost Ways, How Your Great-Great-Grandfather Lived Without Electricity, How to Build a Cellar, Do Things Around the House as they did in the old days. Hundreds of pages illustrated. You're going to definitely need that book before the power goes out, considering all the insanity being revealed in these files. And I'm doing 3 videos today on that because there's so much insanity. You might want to get prepared because now Bill and Hillary are talking about, wait a second, they were avoiding going before Congress. You remember that whole thing? They were avoiding it. Now they're saying, no, we want to go before Congress. They all of a sudden, like within the last day, said, we're going to go before Congress. We're going to go before the public. And we're going to tell the truth about how Trump was involved or something like this. So they're going to do something like that. So apparently they got their whole little scheme set up. So now they can go before the cameras and switch all the blame over to somebody else. Right? And then come out like they're innocent or something. Because Bill Clinton said he's going to come out and reveal the truth about Trump. Okay, so expect that in the next few days. I'm sure that's going to be very enjoyable. This whole insanity happening before us. We have here, apparently, on February 8th, there's supposed to be a number of things. There's supposed to be World War III. Okay? And this is the thing about X. This is the thing that sucks about X. The fact is, there are a lot of crazy things in these files talking about literally the collapse of America, which apparently Jeffrey was trying to orchestrate. They wanted to essentially, with Peter Thiel, by the way. Peter Thiel's supposed to be on our side. Our president's working with this guy. And this guy was talking basically like George Soros about, let's just destroy the country and make money while we're doing it. This is basically how he's talking, okay? Return to tribalism, counter to globalization, amazing new alliances. You and I both agreed 0 interest rates were too high. And as I said, in your office, finding things on their way to collapse was much easier than finding the next bargain. Basically, a playbook out of George Soros's playbook, a page out of it. George Soros loves to do this. Collapse countries, make money while you're doing it. Apparently, Jeffrey and Peter Thiel are on the same page as that, but we had also another file come out, which then we found out wasn't exactly real, saying that there was going to be World War III on February 8th. Of course, that's weird, right? So this, from what I understand, this isn't real, although there is actually references to World War III. This file might not be real, but there are actually references to World War III in the files, even though they tell you there isn't any, there actually is. And so I've seen a lot of information that's not accurate, let's just say, on X. And if you just want to know for yourself, you should straight up go to the files yourself. So I saw someone claim there was no World War III in the files. Yes, there is. Okay, here it is. I literally just did a search on it. You can go do it yourself. U.S. Department of Justice, justice.gov/Epstein. You can go do the search yourself. You can find the files that talk about World War III, where even back in 2015, they were talking about beginning of World War III. My Gulf screen. Oh no, that's WW3. Which country is most likely to trigger World War III? You got a lot of them talking about 2015, 2016. They were talking about this a lot. At any rate, so there is actually references to World War III. Syria missile strike right here. My goodness, there's a lot of crazy stuff. Oh, this was actually just a news thing that was in his emails. But there was like two or three of them total about World War III written the way that it was written there. I'm kind of curious if it's got any like this. Okay, so there is none on World War. We do have war. Oh yeah, there's a million war ones. But you just put in WW3 and you can get the ones that essentially seem to be related to the file that they're claiming. But this one here, I cannot find for 2018. Let me just see. Let's check out James Haywood. Let's go try Haywood. See if that will pull it up. James Haywood. Okay, let's do a little bit more accurate than that. Okay. Potential angel investment. Let's try that. Potential angel investment, nuclear. Okay, potential angel investment. Can't spell here. All right. Okay, it should say the word nuclear in it as well, assuming that this is even based on a real file or not. Potential angel investment. Okay, what was the date on that? February 8th, 2016, right? February 8th, 2016? No, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. July 17th, 2018, that's what it was. Is there even one on July 18th? This is so... Okay, let me check page 2. Oh, it's not working. Let's try it now. There we go. That's another thing, you have to refresh this thing. I don't even see any. I don't think so. It's just made up. They probably just took a couple of them and combined them together or something and made this. This, of course, is my birthday, so it's kind of weird. July 29th. That's even weird. At any rate, so of course, they're claiming World War III, but some are saying this is just made up. I can't find the email myself. Yeah, I can't find it in the documents myself. But those that were claiming 2 million views on a fake image. See, this is the thing. This happens all the time, dude. This literally happens all the time. There's one that got like 50 million views. I mean, every day. Like, there's one yesterday that got like 5 million views that was fake. And it wasn't even this one. This one got like 2 million views. There was one that got 5 million views yesterday that was fake. It was a fake picture of Jeffrey Epstein being alive. And I just did a video over on how Jeffrey Epstein is still alive on my other video, which you're going to want to check out because there's about 5 different evidences I prove. Literally playing the game. What was it called? He was playing the game Rocket League 3 days ago. I go and I show all the evidence. There's actually numerous evidences in the emails themselves that he's still alive. Okay, so go check out my other video if you want to see that, because he really is alive. Although there's people putting out this AI slop, confusing people on it, there are real legitimate evidences. We have the 4chan post about a day after he was dead saying they were a security guy and they were being anonymous. We actually have his actual name now. And I show all this. I get into all that over on the other video, so go check it out. But we also, so let's just get into some of these other things here. The fact is we have so many bizarre things in these files. I can do 3 videos today and cover 3 huge stories. You know, obviously we had the movie with Tom Cruise called Eyes Wide Shut, right? And interestingly, of course, we have the Roth, child all throughout these Epstein emails as well, by the way. And you have these masked ball photos. We've seen these in the past, which relate to the movie. Interestingly, of course, is the timing of all of this. When the island started started to actually take people over there, it was around the time that that movie came out. And also, it was around the time that a number of actors fell off, like Val Kilmer and Mel Gibson and a number of other ones, Wesley Snipes. So what's interesting about it is I saw this guy present a Garden of Eden sort of explanation to what's really going on here. Just check this out. It's interesting. You'll see what I'm saying.
Okay, so this is Jeffrey Epstein, a cabal of elite satanic pedophiles who control the media. This is the media. Go look at your iPhone. There's literally an apple with a bite out of it on the back. This is Western women who listen to stupid subversive narratives cooked up by literally devil-worshipping psychopaths. And then this is Western men who can't stop taking their cues from women. Oh, your kids can be trans. Every culture is the same. Let's let in mass migration. You don't have to be religious. All the religions are the same. You should just be spiritual. Do OnlyFans. Get into a bunch of debt to go to school so you get a piece of paper that says you memorize
Dude, this is hilarious.
facts about arthropods instead of having children. Whatever she says is right. I'm with her. Believe all women. I just want some coochie. Oh, why is our society crumbling?
Bro, it is really that bad. I mean, what was my beginning video here? What was my beginning video? What went the most viral yesterday? It was Alexander AOC. It was AOC because she wore a dress that showed a little bit of protrusion. Okay? I mean, this got 24 million views overnight. This is the most viral thing. literally yesterday. Okay. That's what we're talking about. Okay. It's true. I mean, it literally is true. So at any rate, so I thought that was a pretty good explanation that he had there. Then you have, of course, like I mentioned, Peter Thiel, Engineering the Collapse of America. This seems to be all, they love this. This is what they want, right? And then we have this here. Apparently they were creating people with supernatural abilities by, this is so bizarre. I mean, they're like trying to make clones. And so, of course, you know, when your friend from 10 years ago was telling you that, yeah, that's just a clone of whatever famous person in Hollywood, you thought they were crazy. Well, technically, they might have been incorrect or they might have been correct. But according to these emails, assuming the emails are telling the truth, they only started doing the cloning in 2018. So he might have been wrong. Your friend might have been wrong back in 2015 when he said they were, when it was a fake clone. He might be correct today, though. If he says it after 2020, he was probably correct. According to these emails, assuming these emails are correct, which we don't know because there's so much insanity in them, but they were talking about creating designer, humans, and it's just so crazy. This was from Gino Yu to Jeffrey talking about this entire thing. Talking about people called stage 3 people, which are apparently the right ones for this. These are the people who are developing a different perspective on reality and discovering the gifts that they have. Also in rallying others who have a strong interest in this area among the new projects emerging inside a base to use science-based approach, include a base. So like a military base, is that what they're saying? This is literally what we were talking about like 10 years ago. I was even, when we first started developing video games, because, obviously we have the one game that we're currently developing, Noah VR, but I was actually having them develop a different one before that, which we paused, right? And literally it was this. You were in a secret military base and you were making like designer humans. That's like one of the main themes of the game that we were making. So it's just kind of funny how accurate we were back then. Just literally as accurate. I mean, we're just perfectly accurate, actually. Self-funded garage biology phase. The first live birth of a human designer. Of course, baby and possibly a clone within 5 years. This is back in 2018. And actually, I'm going to get into some crazy stuff in my other video because we have some famous people. We got Biden even. We got some crazy stuff to get into that's related to this over my other channel. All right. We got some really crazy stuff, honestly. And honestly, it's just amazing because we were talking about all this back then. They were telling us we were crazy. And now we got all these emails basically saying the exact same thing we were saying. So what is this one about? This is the humans cloning and all that kind of stuff here. What does this one say? Handwritten port Pyre, not installed on computer, in possession of a medical industry, government funded. Cloning. It says the word cloning here. Oh, you can't even read it on my thing. Cloning. You can see it up here now. It's hard to read. You can't even read it. I can't read it. You can't read it. I don't know what it says. Let's see what this says here. I don't think you have enough info to decide whether these partners are good or bad. Gene editing. Yeah, we were talking about that even 8 years ago on my channels. And I talked about how I gave warning about how dangerous this technology is, how they could easily just enter one person into our population. And if they bred, I mean, you could literally, this is how ridiculously powerful this technology is. You could take one person, okay, edit the person so that they could never, so that they had like some attribute, only blue eyes. Every person in the world will eventually only have blue eyes. So they enter this one person into the population. He breeds with someone. They breed with someone. Eventually, like 1,000 years from now, every single human being has blue eyes only. So they can actually do stuff like that, right? They can actually do it. And it could be very similar to that movie, Children of Men, where literally no one could have kids anymore. They could do something like that. I talked about this literally 8 years ago on my channel. And they're talking about it in these emails, right? They're talking about this kind of technology. Also, what else do we got here? We got The movie, I'm sure you've heard of this movie right here. Kind of a scary movie, actually, about those at the top hunting, of course, people. Apparently, that's what was being said in this email. At first, I wanted to dismiss it, but then the more I looked into it, the more it made sense. This is coming from Ariane, of course. We're talking Roth, of course, child, as you can see here. And she says, thanks, thrilling hunt. And great photo. Got it. Amazing old male and amazing hunt. My bankers should be careful. And you can imply from this a lot. I mean, you can imply basically what it was is there was an old banker that stepped out of line and he ended up being the one. The guy, of course, hunted. That's the impression I'm getting from it. Of course, that may not be what's being said there. We don't know, but that's what it feels like it's saying. And Jay points this out in his post here. Editor, we're going to get into a ton more over on my other two channels. I got some insanity to get into. I'm going to talk about Billie Eilish, the Island Boys, Biden, and a ton of other stuff. And, I mean, just some crazy stuff, even about our president, which is actually a good thing. I'll get into that. Kind of wonder what some of you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.